Have you heard she's lazy, he's lazy? Do you hear people saying that to other people? They're lazy. They're so lazy. They don't do anything with their life. Deep divers, what if I told you you're not lazy? You have burnout. Act now before you collapse, because so many people out there, they think they're lazy because they've been told they're lazy. But in actuality, you are experiencing extreme burnout. And you got to act now before you collapse. This information I'm going to share with you, deep divers, is going to blow your mind and help you become your greatest version. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support the real, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Let's go. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Shout out to all of you deep divers. I hope all of you are doing a little samba, baby. I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What are we doing every single day? Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. I feel so much better now. Sending you tons of good ass energy, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. The cat down the road said you feel a whole lot better now. Look. Shout out to everybody out there who's joined the YouTube membership. Click join below this video and join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. And also, it's finally here, 10 years in the making, 500 pages. Go and get the brand new book, Feel Alive 2. Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart. There's secret recipe to becoming your greatest version, now available on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. So look, deep divers, the people tell you that you're lazy. Get off the couch, make something of yourself, do something with your life. And you're doing the best you can right now with the best you have, but apparently you're a lazy so-and-so. Well, deep divers, let's talk about this. Your laziness is burnout. Act now before you collapse. I said your laziness is burnout. Act now before you collapse. There are so many people who don't realize that actually that laziness is actually a sign of extreme burnout. And if you don't act now to do something about it, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. Even the cat down the road knows that, deep divers. Even the cat down the road knows that. So in this video, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to give you solutions. Look, if you are watching this video and you feel that you're lazy, you're good for nothing, this is your confirmation. You're not lazy. You're burnt out. And by the end of this video, you're going to get all of your energy back, deep divers, all of your energy, right? And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So wonderful, deep divers. Look, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. And we're going to talk about how your laziness is burnout. Act now before you collapse. You see, I realized along my early journey, I was like working. I used to work 12 hours a day in central London. And one day I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Someone said, Ralph, you're lazy. I'm like, how can I be lazy though? I've been working 60 hours a week and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Deep divers. But I realized one thing. I was letting myself go. I realized one thing. I was not in alignment with what I'm here to do. I realized one thing. I wasn't doing what I love. Deep divers, and so many people out there are not lazy. They're just not in love with what they're doing. And this leads to burnout. Deep divers, since I've been sharing with Infinite Waters, people say, gosh, Ralph, you're like the MJ of YouTube. You're so consistent, right? Because I love what I'm doing. At the same time, I realized that I've got to stop this burnout. And that means I've got to take care of myself. That means you got to take a break. I know it's called the human race, deep divers, but you don't have to be in a race with other people. There are so many people right now who feel they're lazy. It's like you can never do enough, right? It doesn't matter what you do, it's just never enough. And so many people get caught up in that. They blame themselves for not being there. They blame themselves for why it didn't work out. They blame themselves for why they can't live that life. They're not doing enough. They should work harder. And this leads to extreme burnout. And deep divers, I've realized one thing. This body is the only body you have. Take care of it. Slow motion this side. This body, deep divers, is the only body that you have. Yet so many people mistreat it, abuse it, misuse it. And I'm here to tell you, deep divers, if that's you, act now before you collapse. I've seen people who have just collapsed, who have just broken down because they were burnt out. Don't let it get to that stage. Every single day, remind yourself the human being is like a battery. You got to recharge at the dock, deep divers. You got to recharge. You got to plug yourself into source energy and recharge, replenish your energy. Deep divers, that's what I'm doing every single day. That's the reason why I got unlimited energy. Deep divers. At the same time, I realize this. Balance is key. You're not lazy, you're burnt out. Act now before you collapse. Strive for balance. Even though I'm sharing with the world, I'm creating, I'm also skating, I'm also going to the beach, I'm also going to the heart of nature every single day, doing a little samba, baby, just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I got the balance. And if someone is saying that you're lazy, remind yourself you're not lazy because you're trying the best you can with the best you have. But your laziness is burnout. There are a lot of people out there who are just in an arrested state of development. There are a lot of people out there who are just lying on the couch every single day. They've got no energy. And when you have no energy for the life you're living, that's a sign that the life you're living is sucking your energy, draining your energy, and it's leading to burnout. And that's why I always tell you, deep divers, you better start doing what you love. Because if not, you're going to lead to burnout. It's going to lead you to burnout, and people are going to call you lazy. You're going to call yourself lazy, when in actuality, you need to find a way to prioritize your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. That's what I'm doing every single day. Ask yourself, deep divers, how can I incorporate more health into my life? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Because there are so many people who are chasing a check. Yes, everyone has to make a living, deep divers, but don't die trying to make it. Okay? Because a lot of people get the bag, but guess what? They lose their soul in the process. Guess what? They're burnt out in the process. Guess what? They don't even enjoy it in the process. Not Ralph Smart. I'm doing a little samba, baby. Your laziness, deep divers, let's talk about it, is burnout. Act now before you collapse. Let me tell you this, deep divers. Self-care is the best care. Self-care is the best care. And what's really transformed my entire life is to remind myself that, hey, if what I'm doing is not leading to self-care, I gotta stop doing it. If what you are doing, deep divers, is not leading to self-care, you gotta stop doing it. If you're always tired, lethargic, you wanna go to sleep when you're doing it, you got to stop doing it, and you got to find something that recharges you when you're doing it. I've been up late creating content, and I got so much energy because I love to do this. But deep divers, I'm here to tell you, you're not lazy. Your laziness is burnout. And you've got to remind yourself, you got to act now before you collapse. You got to act now before it's too late. You got to act now. Otherwise, your dreams are going to pass you by. You see, every single day I remind myself I've got to be in the heart of nature. Every single day I remind myself that actually I got to press pause on life. And I got to press play on my inner life. And I got to reconnect. And I got to focus on myself. And I got to reboot everything. Reinstall programs. Replenish the energy. Take time away from the crowd. Take time off the treadmill. Take time off the hustle and bustle. You know, deep divers, there are so many people caught up in the rat race. And we're not rats. We're human beings. And there are so many people who are doing the same thing every single day and they're burnt out. And you have to make sure that you don't get led into a vicious cycle where you think you're actually lazy when in actuality it's burnout in disguise. And some people reach a level of burnout where they can no longer continue. They can no longer do what they love because now they got no energy. Your laziness is burnout. Act now before collapse, deep divers. If you are working somewhere in a 9 to 5 and you've got no love for it, it's draining your energy, leave. If you have no energy for a relationship, because it's toxic, they're always shouting at you, gaslighting you, then leave. You're not lazy in that relationship. You're burnt out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not even the cat down the road, deep divers. Your laziness is burnout. Act now before collapse. Many times you're doing a certain project, working on something, and you're like, hey, how come I can't do this right now? Your laziness is burnout. When you have no drive to do something, you're burnt out, energy depleted, gone, finished. And you have to say, okay, let me act now before collapse. Let me ask myself why I'm going into burnout mode. And many times it's because you're not listening to yourself. Our intuition is always guiding us to the perfect place of becoming our greatest version. A lot of people ignore that. And what happens? They say, you know what? I'm going to ignore my intuition. I'm going to ignore my inner voice. And I'm going to do it even if it's killing me. I'm going to do it even if it's burning me out. That was me along my early journey. Then I said, whoa, no longer. So I'm here to tell you, deep divers, you're not lazy. Your laziness is burnout. The key is reserve your energy. The key is create balance within your life. The key is do something you love every single day. The key is do more of what makes you happy, because this will help you avoid burnout and you won't be lazy. You will be motivated. You will be inspired. You will be out there crushing it, out there making big power moves. But deep divers, stop calling yourself lazy. Stop allowing other people to call you lazy because you're doing so much right now. And you got to give yourself a round of applause, deep divers, because some people haven't even started. It always amazes me how some people are so hard on themselves. They trash talk themselves. It's never enough. They say, hey, gosh, I should be doing more. They confuse their laziness for actual burnout. What they actually need right now is a rest. What they actually need right now is to regroup. What they actually need right now is to remind themselves that they might be caught up in the wrong job. What they actually need right now is to remind themselves that they're burnt out. And it's time right now to prioritize their mental wellness. Go on that mental health walk. Take care of their emotional body. Because once you're doing this, you're recharging. Once you're doing that, you're replenishing. And now laziness disappears because you have energy, because you have generated so much energy. And this is how you act now before collapse. Every single day, that's what I'm doing. I'm spending time with myself, taking a walk in the heart of nature. It clears my mind. It gives me energy. I feel better. I look younger. Deep divers, your laziness is burnout. Act now before collapse. If you're ready for that, I want all of you to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real, share the video, subscribe to the channel, join the YouTube membership, click join below this video, join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content, patreon.com/RalphSmart, and the brand new book is here, Deep Divers. Feel alive too. Unlock your infinite power. There's secret recipe to becoming your greatest version, now available on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook Deep Divers. Click the link down below. You're gonna love it. And go and get the good ass Prana shirts, Deep Divers. All new designs you're gonna love for men, women, children, even cats down the road at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America, Deep Divers. Click the link down below. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me, so I can help you become your greatest version, book a session at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep Divers, your laziness is burnout. Act now before collapse. We're doing that right now, Deep Divers. Oh yes, that's what I'm just saying. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Deep Divers, let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's better. That's better, Deep Divers. One love. Peace. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, Deep Divers, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation. Deep Divers is one love. One love. Peace.